Yo, 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 yo. What is going on? My bad for the glitch on the intro. I end up unclicking the loop on my side, so that's my apologies, everybody. But what is going on? It's your boy Eddie Unsteady with Coastal Boston Club. It's your boy Chi Ming on the other side of your screen. What's going on, man?
What up, Pimpin? What's up, Pimpin? Eddie Steady, what's good with you, bruh?
Hey, shit, bro. Let me go ahead and also share our live stream YouTube link real quick. Everyone who's watching or who don't have the link, I'm gonna sending the YouTube link to everybody. Quick, let me go ahead and do that real quick. But yeah, let's chop this shit up. Okay, I got the stream right here. Let me copy it. Okay,
Yeah, boy.
here we go. All right. Oh shit, it's too. All right, is that my TV background?
Say it again.
My bad. That's on me. That's on me. That was
We
on me.
experienced some technical difficulties. Shout out to everybody. If there's anybody out there watching, salute. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fly shit. Let's go.
All right. I'm just trying to finish sending out the links to everybody. Sending the link to Alexander Goose Dixon. He's on there too.
Who you sending links out to? You talking about to the stream right now?
To the YouTube stream. The YouTube, not StreamYard.
Ah, ha, ha.
Yeah.
Ah. Well, hey, man.
All
If
right.
you watching, you watching. If you're not, hopefully you catch it when we put it back up on our channel. But regardless, we finna do something because we out here. We here now. This California tree got me feeling mighty healthy.
Ready. Let's get this. Let's try to get this show started now. So we're gonna recap on some things that we didn't get to touch base on our last show. Um, we're gonna talk about real quick, just a quick little segment on the recap of Brian Mendoza and Tim Tszyu fight. What's your opinion on that, on Chi? How you felt about that fight? How you felt like Tim Tszyu performed? In my opinion, I just felt like he looked it sharp in my opinion, and it's gonna be really interesting to see what kind of what fight we will see with Tim Tszyu next. You know, I know what fight he wants, and what I found really impressive is him saying that from now on he wants to start fighting in the U.S. in Vegas per se, and that's big. I mean, that's real big. Happening with him saying that so soon. A lot of people wasn't expecting him to say that as well. You know.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Timzu and Mendoza. It was a good little. It was a good, solid little fight. Timzu looked exactly how I thought he would. Like I knew he beat Mendoza. Um, Mendoza. I don't know. He didn't seem to. He didn't seem to really have it. Like once Zoo got settled in, it was over. Basically, what I saw. Like once he settled in, and he even kind of called it. He was like, "Look, man. Like I think before the fight, he was saying like 4 or 5 rounds. That's when
He
y'all
said
gonna
the
start
sixth
seeing me go to
round.
work. Yeah,
He
yeah,
said the
something
sixth
like
round.
that. And he went
And
to
the thing
start
is,
going to work around the fourth or fifth, man.
yeah, I would say he started going to work around the fifth round because Brian Mendoza started off real strong, man. I mean, even though starting off so strong, but he was taking some good shots. I mean, especially towards the midway of the fight, taking some good, real good uppercut shots, and especially that little short, that little nice little short little jab Tim Tszyu be doing, right in the inside, right when the mother, right when try to, that little jab when you turn and you get him.
It's like he got like it's not a jab. It's just like a
Oh,
chopping straight right. Like and then that's what really was like messing Mendoza up. He couldn't really do nothing with that. And then when they got on the inside, Zoo just looked like the more powerful, stronger fighter. He just dictated the pace. Yo, Tim Zoo, I went back a little further from like from the beginning, like when he was fighting. Yo, he really has fought the same. Like he really don't. He don't take a step back. Like he really be coming ready. He come at everybody.
yeah, and the thing is, and it's not like how people would think when we say coming at somebody. He's not like literally coming at somebody. He's literally, you know, taking his time with a nice little with his little pace. He has a constant pace. He keeps that same pace through the whole fight, and it's like he don't let nothing interfere with that rhythm he has, and he has a nice little rhythm to his fighting stance. It's like when he's fighting, it's almost like he's being the aggressor without being the aggressor. You know what I'm saying? He's coming at you, but it doesn't look like he's coming at you trying to throw some haymakers or anything. He's coming at you boxing. He's boxing your head off. You know what I'm saying?
He does his thing methodically. That's for sure. Like it's all calculated. It's nothing wild. It's not out of pocket.
Just like you
It's
said,
nothing.
thank you. You made my point. It's very calculated. It's like every shot he throws is very precise and it does damage. That's what I was
Yeah,
trying to say. Though his
yeah,
punches
man.
does damage. When he throws it to make sure he lands, does damage, and he doesn't miss a shot. He doesn't waste a shot.
Yeah, yeah. He's real gifted on that level of making sure every punch count.
Exactly, because
Um,
if you actually watch the fight, every punch he threw landed. It landed, and it
us-
landed pretty decently, if you ask
no,
me.
no, no, no. He landed the cleaner punches through the whole fight, no question. Um, he beat him pretty soundly. Like it wasn't even no doubt about it. But I told you that, man. I mean,
I was going,
Mendoza cool and all that, but I
and I
just
was going
think
for
like,
man.
yeah, I know, but I just thought it was just too big a fight. I just thought it was too big. I mean, I know he beat Fondor and everything like that, and cool, that's cool. And the Rosario fight,
We ain't talking about it.
I don't
That's
even count that. So like, I don't
no,
count that as like a
we can't talk about the
big W
Rosario.
for him.
Rosario fight really doesn't matter because he's already gone from Charlo.
Yeah, he's been gone. He's gone. Uh, and so I I respect what he did. I just didn't think he was gonna win. But the what you were speaking about with Tim Zoo, like basically stepping up and saying, "Hey, man, I I want to fight in the States." I think that's husky. Like I can't, like I'm really shocked because I figured, he's got a lot of cards in his, he's got the cards. He could basically try to pull, like, like a Cambosis type thing with, Devin Haney. Like, look, man, you come over here, man. You're gonna make money. It's a big draw. I'm a big draw over here. Blah blah blah. I, I done fought most of my fights over here in Australia. You come over here, and we fight for the undisputed. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be major. And I thought that would be something that would be on the table. Uh, but he's screaming he wants to fight over there. But I got a couple of like ideas on it. I may be crazy, who knows? But I feel like, hey, uh, him wanting to, go fight in Vegas exclusively and fight in the States, that opens up his playbook to who he can fight. You know, um, a lot of guys, even though Australia, they'll pack a house if he's fighting, and the bigger the opponent, the bigger the fight would be over there, stuff like that. But hey, man, a lot of guys that flat out be like, I'm not going over there. I'm like, they just flat out like, I'm not going over there, no matter what. Um, so when you factor that in, this is good for him. This opens up his playbook so he can go ahead and fight. And it's easier to make the Charlo fight or whatever fights that he's trying to make. It's just easier to make them here. But I definitely think he is a viable opponent for Charlo. No question about that. Um, I I I think he could actually even beat Charlo. And the reason why I do think I give him a chance. I give him a chance because he
His punches is calculated
I,
once.
well no
Once. That's the first.
I haven't. Well, the one thing that you got to wonder, the one thing you have to be worried about is when you fighting maybe with with Charlo is that, yo, man, he's a puncher. He can punch. Um, Zoo doesn't look like he's really worried about anybody at that weight division. Like the way he boxes, it doesn't look like he's worried about anybody hurting him. It just doesn't look like he's worried about anybody hurting him. So I
You're
feel
right
like
about that.
that kind of confidence would mean that if Charlo wants to beat him, he's going to have to flat out outbox him. He
Yeah.
gonna have to outwork. He gonna have to outwork him because if he try to sleepwalk through beating Tim Tszyu, he'll fuck around and lose. I believe that. I believe he gonna have to really like box. He like box. He ain't gonna have to just plot around and try to steal rounds. He gonna have to box.
Right.
And I believe he can do that and beat Tim Tszyu. But I give Tim Tszyu a chance. Like it's not like I'm saying, oh, why is anybody even worried about that? Charlo should be thinking about bigger, better fights. No, this is it right here. That dude's legit.
Yeah, it's not
Like,
like this guy's bogus. Like for example, when him if let's say Mendoza would have won, that wouldn't have drawn money like Mendoza Tim Tszyu versus Charlo. That's gonna bring the money, man.
well, it's a
Because
money fight, which makes it easier to make the fight.
like I was gonna say, like even if the fight was to happen in Australia, which is not gonna happen now because we clearly heard what he wants. He's clearly saying, you know what, I want the bigger fights. So if I want the bigger fights, I'm gonna have to go to the US. And if I'm going to the US, I want the big names. So I knock off Charlo. After he knocks out Charlo, what else there's for him, There's a lot of opportunities for him. But let's get through Charlo and let's see what happens. And it's gonna be a fucking explosive fight because I think Tim Tszyu, like I said, he has everything in the toolbox to beat Charlo. And in my opinion, commit that he has also put into effect you also have to put into perspective that Charlo's also coming back down two weight classes. So that's gonna also, I think, might play a big effect into his next fight. So I don't know if Charlo's gonna take Tim Tszyu as his next fight, or is he gonna get a tune up back at 150 at 154, right? That's yeah, 154.
Well, hey man, I think that it would be wise to for Charlo maybe to fight somebody else, get yourself back together, get stabilized back at that weight class. I mean, it's dangerous doing that and coming back down and basically fighting the number one contender at the division, man. Like that could end
And
bad. You could, and so I say maybe fight somebody else. I mean, but if the money right and they talking about it and they trying to set it up, I mean, it was already set up. This was already supposed to happen. So
hmm
I mean, if Charlo's healthy, what the fuck? Y'all already was talking about it, you know. And on top of that, Charlo did something. He went up and fought Canelo and made a lot of money. I know I mean, that might have been in the cards somewhere in there, but that still happened, and he didn't fight Tim Tszyu yet. So that's a good thing for him in regards to like his pockets because if he'd have fought Tim Tszyu before, it might have messed around and either looked bad or lost that fight. Then the Canelo fight wouldn't have been there for him, you know?
yeah, you're right. You're right. So everything happens for a reason. Everything's playing out in certain ways. But one thing we can say, it would be a good fight when it comes. Um, we basically almost touched about 20 minutes on that segment, so we're gonna go on to the next segment real quick. Let's just play this real quick clip.
Feel any different being a world champion, but now that you've won a fight and you've defended your belt, do you feel different? Charlo, where you at? Where you at, buddy? What do you think Jamel Charlo would have thought watching that performance? He'll probably, in his delusional head, he'll probably think that he's going to beat me. Come get it. Come get it. Do you think he will come get it? Yeah, for sure, man. He fought Canelo, man, best pound for pound fighter in the world, you know. And I think now let's prove he is the best 154, but let's prove it to everyone who is really the king of the division. Feel any different being a world champion, but now that you've won a fight and you've defended your belt, do you feel different? Charlo, where you at? Where you at, buddy? What do you think Jamel Charlo would have thought watching that performance? He'll probably, in his delusional head, he'll probably think that he's going to beat me. Come get it. Come get it. Do you think he will come get it? Yeah, for sure, man. He fought Canelo, man, best pound for pound fighter in the world, you know. And I think now let's prove he is the best 154, but let's prove it to everyone who is really the king of the division.
Like I said, everybody, it only makes sense. He has the belt. It makes sense. He's a good fighter. It makes sense. If Charlo wants to be undisputed again, it makes sense. With that being
Yeah, that's
said,
true.
Chi, what else you have to say?
Oh man, no, that pretty much sums it up. I mean, if Charlo say he the best at the division, he still say he think he's still the best in the world and all that. Then go down there and take that from him, and then then you can sit on the top and be like, hey, who's next?
Yep. I'm gonna talk real quick on this segment. I'm not gonna let this segment go past maybe 3 minutes, 5 minutes at tops because it doesn't deserve to be talked about. I'm just want to rant about it because it's we need to put it into this bullshit already.
What you want?
But
What's that, man? What you talking about?
this crossover bullshit with boxing, it needs to stop.
Oh, hold
Like,
on. I'm gonna cut the mic on. I'm gonna cut the camera off for this. Hold on. He said, "Now, what did you say? You saying you of all
mhm.
people are saying right now? You telling me that you want crossover boxing to end?
Yeah, and I was a whole big old fan for it at first. Like, oh yes, let's go, let's have this whole shit. coming to play out, it's actually the worst thing that they could do to boxing. It's like it's almost like it's a disgrace to boxing in a way, and it's like wow, they should have even started this whole crossover boxing to begin with because it's like it's ridiculous. You have these bullshit boxers who they consider to be boxers fighting these MMA guys, and it's like it's boring. It's fucking boring. I be falling asleep watching these fucking fights, and it's like you be putting these fucking fights as pay per view at that, claiming that it's
Pay
pay
per
per view,
view, $40, $50.
claiming that it's pay per view quality. When I watch a man, a grown ass man, talking so much shit, saying he's gonna do so much shit to this man, doing a whole bunch of fucking shit just to fucking run the whole fight, just
Okay,
to
wait. All right, all right, all right. We talk about Dylan Danielson and Logan
then
Paul's
and
fight,
all
right?
that.
Okay. Okay. How what's your real take on it, man? Like, what do
Horrible.
you feel it? You okay? So, do you think it should just end completely? What's up?
Yeah, yeah. After some shit like that, yes, because like it's clear, it's obviously clear that the MMA fighters come in to the boxing world to get a check, and that's all. And it's the same way, vice versa, in a way, with these proclaimed boxers saying they're boxers fighting these UFC guys. If you're a boxer, if you're going to proclaim you're a boxer, fight a fucking boxer. Fight someone who's fighting another boxer. You know, don't fight somebody who's coming off their first pro debut as a boxer for coming off from UFC. It's not the same sport. If you want to go fight the motherfucker, go over there in the fucking octagon. Go fight them guys in the fucking UFC. Go over there. Don't bring that shit over here, man. Like, if you're gonna be a boxer, fight someone who's gonna be a name. Fight an up and comer. If you fight a fucking guy who has 15 wins, 45 loses, at least you fought a motherfucking boxer. I don't give a like like like
Hey, well, your boy did that. Your boy did that, and he's still garbage. KSI, he did that. He fought a couple of pro boxers, but they was,
garbage.
I mean, you know, they was
Like
like bodega. They was security at bodegas. Like,
like
man, it's,
like nothing happened that fight. And yeah, I could say Logan Paul tried to do something, but even he looked garbage. I mean, I'm not trying to say
no,
nothing about him, but
Logan
Logan Paul,
Paul is
like he's a
garbage. Like, he's not a good boxer.
he's a great WWE wrestler. I could say that he's good at that. He's really good at that. And I'm not taking nothing away
Hey,
from
him
him.
and Dylan Dennis should have wrestled then because Dylan Dennis ain't no boxer. That's for damn sure, and he never was, even when he was fighting. He want to grab you and put you on the ground and wrestle and all of that.
Bro
So
going on
if
or trying to fight.
Logan Paul do his thing in the WWE, then they might have, then he should be, then him and Dylan Dennis should have wrestled then. They should have never got in the boxing ring. And the Tommy
And
Fury KSI shit, come
he
on,
got his
man.
ass. One thing I could say, he got his ass whooped because his eyes is looking fucked up. Like
Who
nothing.
that?
Like Dennis eye was fucked up.
Because he didn't do anything. He stood there. He was a pinata, motherfucker. He didn't do shit, but just get beat on. The fuck?
He was a pinata,
He
nigga.
just was
No,
there. Just was there to get beat on, and that's why I say like he never intended to fight. He never intended to come in there and do any type of work. It was to collect the check and do everything he can to literally get under Logan Paul's skin, and he did that. His mission was accomplished. Get his check, get under Logan Paul's skin. He did that. He never intended to box though, because he don't got no hands. He don't got hands. How you
he
gonna
don't.
box somebody you ain't got no hands?
And that's the thing. It's like a lot of these UFC fighters don't have the hands to fight in boxing. They over here fighting somehow.
Yeah, man.
Come on, like
Silva was the only guy
This, this, I'm
that
gonna just
looked
say
like
this.
somewhat a half of a boxer, but he was just too old. Um, Tommy Fury and the KSI fight, that's garbage too. Like he fought a yeah, okay, KSI for the pro boxer, but yo, KSI was garbage, cuz. I need you to really go back and watch that shit, man.
I
KSI
watched that
was
fight.
fucking awful,
I
bro.
watched it, I watched that fight again, and the second time I watched it, it was a garbage ass fight too. KSI really didn't do shit. He just basically tried to hug the motherfucker half the whole damn fight.
The whole
And
fight, he was
if he
scared.
didn't, and if he didn't hold Tommy Fury the whole fight, Tommy Fury would have probably knocked his ass out because Tommy Fury actually looked pretty decent. And I would like to see him try to, fight someone with a name this time.
Yeah, man,
Um,
Tommy Fury need to stop doing this dumb shit. Now we talk about with Jake Paul, Tommy Fury, the same thing, man. Like, stop fighting these weirdos, man. Like, I want to see him fight somebody for real. Like, cause I see he got the tools.
he's
You know, he
also
might not
got.
have he might not have the drive. He might not have the drive
Look,
to be.
let me say this real quick. He definitely has the tools, and he has the motherfucking support and the family and the training and all that behind him, obviously. So I don't understand why is his fucking family feeding into this bullshit. I don't even know why I'm saying that. His family is a
You
fucking
know why?
circus.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. As a what he like 8, 9, 10 and 0, something like that. When most boxers at 8, 9, 10 and 0 ain't cashing the checks that he just cashed for fighting KSI and Jake Paul. Like, it's not happening. So like he probably even make a little money anyway, extra just because of the fact that he got the name. But he's still at 9, 10 and 0 ain't fighting for that kind of money. Like
Exactly.
he making if he making six figures fighting them guys, he definitely ain't making no six figures in the boxing world fighting your ninth and tenth fight unless you somebody like Lomachenko or you know what I mean, somebody that's coming from Olympic gold or something like that. Amateurs they might fuck around and sign a deal where they getting some big money, but most guys ain't making that kind of money 9 and 10 and 0. So I respect why they do it. I respect it. But like when Jake Paul looked like he might have been a viable opponent for Tommy Fury, it wasn't. I mean, it was. I didn't like the fight, but I think that if I'm still cool with it, kinda. I don't want to see the YouTubers no more. Like I don't want to see the YouTubers. And if it's gonna be an MMA guy that's gonna do it, let it be a legit striker. Like like Usman. Like he's a striker. You know what I'm saying? He actually can do that in MMA. Like I've seen him boot bop the shit out of motherfuckers throwing punches. You know what I'm saying? Adesanya, like
Adesanya,
legit strikers. Like these guys can actually throw punches. I've seen them throw their hands. They can throw punches. Like guys on that level, it don't make no sense. Like how can you even ask somebody to transition from wrestling to boxing that quick and make it all work? Guys like Ben Askren and Dylan Danielson, them like that's not them ain't the ones that you want to do it.
Tom Woodley,
They're
all
gonna
of them.
do
No,
it.
absolutely not.
No, really, exactly. Them kind of guys, they have no business doing it. So I'm totally like, nah, forget it. If y'all the type of guys y'all saying y'all gonna fight, I'm not interested at all. If you're gonna fight legit guys that are actually legit and strikers, then maybe that might be something interesting. But the YouTube guys, I'm done with them. I don't want to see none of them. And Jake Paul, if you're gonna keep doing your thing, it should only be against pro level fighters from here on out. If you're gonna keep
Yeah,
doing that silly shit with them, I'm not interested in that at all either.
absolutely. The last thing I'm gonna say with that is like, yeah, I agree. I agree 100% with everything you said, and I just feel like it was okay with him starting out fighting these motherfuckers, but now it's time to start fighting some legit motherfuckers now. Same thing with Tommy Fury. It was all cool to start it off, everything, 5 wins, 6 wins, but now it's not. Now it's time to stop the bullshit, cut all the bullshit and fight liable opponents. liable opponents. That's what we want to see.
Yo, that shit, man. Fuck that, man. Them dudes are garbage, man. KSI is garbage, dog. Like I was,
That,
it
I
made
know.
me so mad. That shit made me mad how garbage he is. Like people talking about, like everybody wants to see him fight Jake Paul. No, you don't. No, you
No,
don't.
no.
No, you don't.
Jake Paul's gonna.
Jake Paul better knock that man out. Tommy Fury went easy on that dude. And even but how could I don't know how you could really fight that shit. That shit made me mad. Like that shit's corny. Like them YouTubers, they garbage, man. I don't want to see none of them dudes fight no more.
Mm-hmm. And I
Jake
agree with
Paul
you.
earned his stripes a little bit. Jake Paul earned his stripes a little bit. The way KSI went about, how he got to fighting Tommy Fury, nah, nah, I
Exactly.
don't fuck with
It doesn't make sense. From here on out, this ain't it no more. Like it shouldn't happen anymore. It's obviously clear it shouldn't happen anymore.
that. At least not on the magnitude of trying to make somebody pay for it. You better live stream that shit for free somewhere or something like that. Get some advertisements, make some money like that. Put it on YouTube.
For free.
Fucks me up. You motherfuckers YouTubers and don't even fucking put your own fights on the motherfucker. The irony of that. Motherfucker got a pirate your shit. Just put it on YouTube. And y'all YouTube burrs. And the only reason why anybody knows who we are is because you be on YouTube. Some of the fights don't even be on there. Shit goofy. I'm over it. Moving on. So what's good, cousin? There you go over there, man, with
Can you hear
the
me? Can you hear
oh
me or
shit, there
no?
you go.
Okay, I
Nah,
was
you
wondering,
work.
no,
I
because I
hear
said
you now.
in the background. So yeah, no, the next fight I was going to talk about is like Jenna Beck and Thierry.
Man, I ain't talking about that shit. Fuck that. Janabek is alright. He cool. You know. I think he is. I think he's a good boxer, but come on, man. The dude wasn't even really there to try to win. I don't like when I watch fights like that because there was only one guy there with the intention to win. The other guy was there to try to not get knocked out and get a check. And he was happy to be in the States. Like, hey, party time. I'm in the States. Hopefully I don't get my ass kicked so I can't party, so I can party after the fight and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Fuck that fight.
Yeah, it's the same. The only thing I want to say with that fight real quick is I just want to know where get that belt from because Buddy wasn't really an incredible opponent to be just let's just keep it real.
Man,
Like Buddy
Jake,
chance. Buddy
he
chance. I
found
don't know
that belt. He found that belt in a fucking cereal box. I don't know how the hell that man was the IBF champion. Like, how, bruh? How?
Thank you. That's look. Like like
Like, man, like, so, like, look, right now the middleweight division is a little bit light, and it shouldn't be light. It shouldn't be because the top half of it is pretty good, but they're inactive as hell. Like, they're all inactive. I mean, when you think like, if there's anything left in Triple G, you got Charlo, Big Charlo, um, and you got Landy Lara's still there, I guess. That's what I mean. Like, you got the top part of that division has actually got some notable names. And then you throw Janet back in there, and then it's actually you should have something cooking right there with that that top four, top five in the middleweight division, but you don't have that. So mm,
It's
sometimes
quiet
it's
now.
good, but sometimes it's shit. That's how I feel about the middleweight division.
And look,
Sometimes it's a good, and sometimes it's a shit.
I need. We're gonna touch base with this next topic real quick because it gets real sensitive. It get real crazy with this next topic. I'm gonna light up my blunt. Try to wait till the time hits about what 40 minutes
He said, I'm
complete.
gonna light my blunt.
Light up this blunt real quick.
He said, let me light up my blunt. I can't keep my shit lit.
We got almost 40 minutes on the stream real quick. Gotta wait. But damn, Showtime is coming to an end.
Yeah, man. Well, Showtime coming to an end, man. Hey, it lets you know. It lets me know where we at in the world nowadays. Where we going.
5 years after HBO shut down.
Yeah, well, I mean, HBO, like I said, that was the beginning. Like with like the direction of where how we watch what we watch.
Yeah.
Like we don't watch TV like that no more. Like for the most part, like when it comes to like just going
Everything
in the
become
house and watching the turning on the cable box and watching cable television. We don't do that no more.
exactly. Yeah, we're more in the age of technology apps. Everything's in
Flash
power of the
streaming,
internet.
everything streaming.
Everything's power of the internet now. And
Hmm.
with that said, it's like Showtime have their little ran of good fights, decent fights over the years. Recent fights, when 2023, I feel like they had a lot of big fights, but at the same time, not big enough. I feel like they will have big main cards, but have ass main but they will have ass co-main cards. You know what I'm saying?
Well, look, I've never been the biggest fan of uh PVC matchmaking. I never have. I ain't gonna lie. They got the best fighters, but they don't fight each other. Um, they always make the lower level demons fight the guys that they like the most. And it's an engine, which is cool and all of that. 'Cause they usually be right. The guys that they hype up usually be pretty good boxers. So, but I'm not the biggest fan of their matchmaking anyway. So that's not really what was concerning me is just the fact that the I don't know, like it Showtime, like I said, it's just Showtime probably can't even Showtime can't afford it, flat out probably. Like Showtime probably just can't afford to do boxing anymore,
Not only that they can't
or they
afford,
don't want to, or they don't
it's
want
not
to pay for it.
yeah, it's not only that they can't afford it, it's like maybe they don't have like their streaming audience ain't really meant was for boxing. Their streaming content was made for scripted content. So, they're trying to stick to what they know best is scripted content. So with that being said, it's like what's here to come with boxing now. There's a lot of speculation, of Amazon linking up with PVC and the Zone. That sounds something was very possible. And me doing my research and everything into it, it doesn't seem like it's a bad idea marketing wise. I just wonder
Marketing who? Wait, marketing wise for who? For
Amazon.
boxing?
It's for yeah, because marketing wise for boxing, I think they're gonna do good because they can probably promote it really good. They
The
can
question
advertise
is,
it.
will they? The question is, will they? Will they?
Right,
Will
right.
they promote it? Not that like not let's not get it twisted here. All right. Amazon, first of all, in regards to the streaming world, Amazon is not the top dog. Okay. They might be like third or fourth in regards to like on the list of the like on the totem pole of streaming sites. You know what I'm talking about? Like they're not even the top dogs. Second off, they don't even promote their own shit good. Like they make their own product and they got movies and they've got TV shows that people know about here and there, but they don't even promote that. There's a lot of shit that they have on there that don't nobody know about. That don't nobody know about. Like Amazon could be everywhere, but it's not really. Not when it comes to the streaming site. Not when it comes to Prime. Not like that. And like, yeah, people watch the football games on there and everything, but that's football. That sells itself. You know, pretty much. You know,
Yeah, that's what
um,
look. That's what I was gonna say
boxing
because
is a different type of situation. If they can't promote, they have problems promoting their own TV shows that they fund and budget that they put the money out for, right? And they have problems promoting them. So I just wonder how much better would they promote boxing? Like I
right
feel like
because
it's easy for how can I say it? It's easy for you to put something on your streaming site and that doesn't mean you're gonna give it the utmost attention that it deserves. Now, y'all are giving the attention that the NFL deserves to make sure everything goes smooth. But you know what I mean? That like, hey, a billionaire could say, "Hey, man, I like this project. I'm gonna put $2 million to it," and then be like, "Hey, I like this project too, and I want to work with that. I want that. I really want to fuck with that, but I'm only gonna put like 475K on it." You get what I'm trying to say? Like,
is
he wants it in his he wants it in
say
his universe, and he's
but
gonna
you
put a nice budget on it, but it doesn't mean it's going to get the attention and the focus that it deserves. And I think that Showtime did a good job over the years of keeping the buzz going with boxing.
yeah I mean yeah, it's to say like they have a good reputation of boxing, right? Um, I wanted to touch base with what you were saying. Is like with the what I wonder as well. Are they gonna put in the real effort into how sensitive, because boxing is one of the most best sport in the world, I consider, you know, and
Best sport in the world.
like you have to handle this type of platform with care because it's not like football, everything just comes with it, all in with the package. You feel me? But like with
It
this,
sells
it's
itself.
more. Yeah, it sells itself. This is it's more complicated because now you're going into it's not like a team situation. You're literally going into each individual lives here. Like you're fucking with a lot of other individuals here. So it's like
Yeah.
you can't just say, "Hey, I'm gonna do this," boom, and expect these fighters just to be okay with it. No, the fighter's the one who has to be okay with it because the fighters was okay with being on Showtime. So if the fighters ain't with being on Amazon, like what? Then what?
Oh, that won't
Amazon could be
matter.
like, Amazon
That
could be
won't
like,
matter.
"Hey, Amazon could be
That
like,
won't
hey,
matter.
we're gonna put this platform here and everything, but you might not have the fighters behind you."
No, that won't matter. It's all about the promotions and the contracts that they got with their promotion company. Wherever the promotion company goes, that's where they're gonna go. It is what it is. But me personally, I just feel like it's the zone, man. It's the zone. It's the zone or bust. That's how I feel, in my opinion. I just feel like it's the zone or bust because if you want to take boxing to the next level, I feel like that's the way to go. Because you basically would have so many different promotion companies at the zone that maybe it would be easier to find a way to make all of them. all the fights that everybody really wants to see actually be able to happen.
Yeah, but at the same time, you're gonna have to have these fighters willing to work with Oscar. That's what I'm saying.
Well, look, hey, if they even talking about it, it's a possibility. You know what I mean? So I really don't think it's. If you want to take boxing to the next level, that's the way I feel it has to go.
Puro
I feel
Sul,
like
salute, fam. What's going on, Puro Sul?
Kurosawa, salute to you. Thanks for watching. Yeah, man. I don't. I think that's the only way you really like. That's just my opinion. I feel like the zone is the way to go. People can talk about like uh, how bad things are going, but hey, imagine how much the zone's stock would go up if the PBC fighters were there, and then you actually had legit cards with PBC fighters fighting Matchroom fighters, fighting De La Hoya fighters, and so on and so on and so on. You just it's just the endless amounts of fights that can
Basically,
be
what
made.
it's basically going to be a whole another circle of another company, another someone owning something, and fights not going to happen again because of the matchmaking and different promotions and shit like that.
No, I'm saying if it's on the zone, then the possibilities of of those fights happening increase if you've got all the promotion companies under one umbrella. I think it'll be the same old shit if PVC goes to Amazon. We'll still be crying and moaning and bitching about how we don't get the fights we want to see because one fighter's with this promotion company and this other fighter's over here with this promotion company. So I just
That's what
feel
I'm
like
saying.
it, I just feel like if everybody was on the zone, it just would be. It's just a possibility that it would be easier to make fights. I mean, because from the looks of things, it seems like Eddie Hearn and Oscar De La Hoya don't seem to have too much of a problem working with each other. I think Frank
Okay,
Warren and them, he be over there working with them. They all work with each other. Like
they're all
so,
British.
well, Oscar De La Hoya ain't. What's up?
No, but he has no choice to work with these motherfuckers because they're working on. He's working on their platform.
Okay, that's why I say if PVC goes over there, then it would be dope. Then they
I
would find way
I,
they
I
would have to
would
find a way to make that shit cook.
I would agree, and they already have a great platform.
I mean, look, the zone no boxing. In the beginning, I didn't like how they projected it. I still think that they need better commentary, but they've settled in, and their app is not too bad either. The app's pretty solid.
Yeah.
The app
What I can
itself is
say,
pretty
one thing I
solid,
can
so
say
they
for
know boxing.
one thing I can
Amazon
say for
don't fucking know boxing.
one thing what I can say for sure is I wouldn't mind them putting everything on the zone, as long as the zone take away motherfucking misfit boxing and that crossover boxing bullshit.
Look, man, hey, get it how you fit in, get your chicken. If that's popping, hey, have it on there. But that's the whole point of turning the zone into like the ultimate number one boxing network. You want that bullshit boxing, we got you. But you want that real deal shit where you got the best of the best fighting, we got you on that too. That's what it should be.
I see,
I'm not really fucking with Amazon fucking with it.
I see what you're saying. Look, and they even have those Wednesday night fights on the zone, Thursday night fights on the zone on YouTube, and they be having that's the Oscar De La Hoya fight card. You know, they be having some decent fucking fight cards. I can say that one. I could say that for sure. They definitely have different type of fights and different. They can advertise boxing well. Let's put it that way. If you're into boxing, it already the app already sells itself. They already know boxing. It's gonna be hard to market Amazon when a lot of people really don't know. I won't say where to tune to. It's more like there's so much more there's so much more into it. Like what subscriptions and all this extra shit. Like I feel like it's too much for us as a buyer to just say, hey, I'm gonna give you my money and expect a good quality fight. I would put my money.
Amazon, I got a feeling because Amazon is not going to do this right. I'm gonna tell you why. Amazon is just like I tell you, Jeff Bezos is the biggest middleman of all time. All right, all he is the middleman. Okay, so I feel like what'll happen, you see how the zone when you go on there, you got like the archives, you can watch old classic fights and everything like that. I could see Amazon having those same fights with making you have to pay like $1 to watch it. You get what I'm saying? Even though you already you pay every month for Amazon Prime and so on and so forth. I don't think that they know. I just don't think they know boxing. A lot of these other companies that try to take that have done this with boxing, they fail. They even try to put a little bit. And first of all, they never put the proper amount of money towards it neither. They never ever do. So I always just wonder, like, what kind of budget are you going to throw the kind of money that you throw at the NFL shit at boxing? I don't believe that they will. And if they're not, then I think that it's going to be half-ass. Me personally.
I just say,
And on top,
one thing is,
and on top of it being half, hold on, give me this, hold on. On top of it being half-ass, I just believe that we're going to get the same thing. We're going to still just be going through the same old misery of just dealing with fights that could have, should have, and never fucking happened.
basically we're here just saying, and it's almost like we're just saying, hey, Amazon just saying, hey, we're going to take over boxing, and we're as the consumers, as the buyer, we're just going to be like, okay, yeah, all right. Right now, like you just said, people should be thinking about things like this because if we already crying and worrying about the big fights that we're not getting, we might not be getting those with this platform neither.
Nope.
We
And
might
it'll
not
be
be getting
shitty with shitty production on top of it. I just don't. I just can't. I just. I don't. I just can't see it. I can't see it. It'll be different, and I don't. I just don't believe that they'll do it the right way. That's why. And then plus, like I said, it'd be the same shit.
remember what happened with that Terrence Crawford platform one time where what they swore was going to be all big and everything. Everyone was talking about it. BFC or B whatever. You know what I'm talking
That
about?
prime, that prime money laundering bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah. What about it?
It's going to be almost. I feel like it's going to be the same damn shit.
No, man. Come
Shitty.
on. I'm not.
No,
Look.
I'm saying. I mean, shitty production. I mean, like not good commentary. None of that.
Look. If they're gonna steal people from other places or whatever and all that, you can do all that. Other things have done. Other companies have done this with boxing. Just because you got boxing don't mean it's gonna cook on your channel. There's been so many other places that can try boxing and they don't fucking do boxing no more because they lost money because they wasn't doing it right or whatever it may be. The production is a lot of times be shit. And I tell you, sometimes even the NFL in certain instances can't sell the football. Like respect that now that like the way the level where Thursday night football is at. But at one time Thursday night football was not like this, and it was on the NFL network, and people didn't even like it. Like it's like I don't know. It's just when these kind of things happen, it could be great, but it normally does not. It normally doesn't. Like that's why I feel like when you have somebody established like the zone that's out there, if they not doing good, take your shit over there and make it good. What are you talking about? If your shit is that nice and it sells itself like that, go to the zone and let's get these classic fights where you actually giving us a reason to give $100 for a pay-per-view. Because you got a co-main and a main that's like some shit that would happen back in the day.
Mhm.
Like in the golden era of boxing, like when the co-main and the main was something crazy.
And you can just say that sells itself. That sells itself.
What sells itself?
Like just thinking about it, you just
The
bring
bigger
everything.
fights?
Yeah, yeah, to make it bigger.
Yeah. The
Everything with
zone would pop more The zone would pop more if PBC was over there and they was all willing to work with everybody that's over there in regard to promoting and making fights happen. There's no question that the zone would pop. PBC got the biggest fighters. This just that's what it is. There's no doubt about that. They've got the more popular fighters. They got the bigger names. They've got the stars. Okay, but time to take the gloves off of them. Well, like, time to let them babies out the car seats and let them fight with everybody that's out there on the block. Like, let them fight, and it'll pop. I believe it'll pop better on the zone. I believe Amazon ain't all that. Like, I can't. I'm pissed off right now. I've been trying to. It's a show I watch on there called The Neighborhood. The shit ain't worked in a day and some change. Like, I've been trying to watch the same fucking show and it don't even fucking fire up. Every other show on Amazon firing up, but I'm trying to watch this one show in particular. Shit don't even work. Shit been fucking up for like a day. Like this shit crazy. Like Amazon, that shit is not all that. That shit not all that. Like it's just not the actual streaming site itself is not even that fucking good. So like I said, they hit big on the NFL because it's the fucking NFL, and they're gonna throw all the money that they need to throw at it to make the NFL right. But I question if they'll do that with boxing. For real, man. I just question it, man. It everybody want to try to jump on boxing real quick, ride the little wave. Oh, they see somebody make, they see this fight make a couple dollars, this fight make a couple dollars. Now you want to jump on it, you know? Just want to cash out real quick and then bounce. I'm gonna keep it real with you. ESPN been doing boxing for a while, and I don't think that they do boxing good. I don't think they do boxing good.
Why you think I didn't say? Why you think I didn't say to bring them over to ESPN and PB? You know, I like, cause they don't do box. They do boxing okay, but
They
it's
do it
not.
okay. You're right. Yeah,
They
they do
do
it
it
okay.
okay, but I don't think that's the way to go. Is ESPN. I don't think that's the way to go.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't think ESPN does the fight game better than when they used to do it back in the day. They did it better back in the day.
I would be surprised if HBO be say we'll come back, but we'll come back as a streaming you know platform only for boxing. Like it's a
Nah,
I know it's not gonna happen, but they do boxing good.
nah, they used to know how to do it. They knew how to do it. Yeah.
But
Um.
it's because that's where everyone had to watch boxing at the time.
Well, it wasn't that. It was just that they knew how to produce a fight. They knew how to make a card right. Okay.
Yeah,
They just knew how to make. It just it's more
man,
than
man.
just when it comes to somebody watching it on TV. It's more to it than just the people in the ring. You get what I'm saying? You have to have the whole presentation has to work for us. We're not just sitting in the crowd in the chair, just waiting for the dudes to come out, and then when they come out, we start cheering. We watch little clips on the little jumbo TV here and there and shit. But for the most part, we just hearing music and just waiting for them to say, "Hey, they're coming to the ring." But when you sitting at home watching it, it has to be a whole production, and it don't hit the same on certain platforms. It just don't. And Showtime and HBO figured it out as good as anybody that I've seen it. Like I think HBO and Showtime figured it out on how boxing should be presented better than anybody else. But the zone knows boxing. But they may not present it as good as Showtime or HBO, but they present it better than ESPN, in my opinion. So I think that go with the zone, man. You don't want to go with nobody else that might be too small. I think the zone is big enough. If you're not getting Netflix to take it on,
And
then
the
I
thing
think
is, And
If
the
it
thing
ain't
is, like,
Netflix, then fuck it, man. Then go to
like,
then Amazon. I don't think Amazon will cook, man. I don't.
let me see something real quick. Look, what I was gonna say is like, yeah, um, I don't think who the fuck just messaged me. My bad. This whole shit just went haywire. Um, I just feel like, look, is you're gonna have you're gonna have a lot of people who's gonna say, hey, I'm gonna have to just get a subscription. I'm not trying to get a subscription to the zone or whatever, whatever. Hey, fuck it. At the same time, you know what you're getting. You know what you're getting, and you know where to go to get it. People already be
Yeah,
watching these
man.
zone and everything. You see how the production is. They have a decent production. Commentary could be way better, but they have a decent production. They know how to present boxing. We probably would get the better fights, better match. We probably have better matchmaking opportunities for better fights. You know, De La Hoya fighters are able to fight. You know, a lot of these Showtime fights and everything, Showtime fighters and everything is gonna. It would pop. It would definitely pop on the zone. I can see
I'm
that.
just saying, man. Am I crazy to think that I would not be, as a boxing fan, that I would not be happy to have a one-stop shop for my boxing? That I don't have to bounce all over here. I don't have to bounce over here. I don't got to bounce over there to get my boxing. That
That's
there's
how it
an
is
app
now,
that actually has everything that I want on it.
and that's how it is now. Right now, if you're bouncing places to places, oh, we need to watch this on the zone. We need to watch this on ESPN. We need to watch this on Showtime.
Amazon or whatever the hell. Yeah, we got to watch this on BLK Prime and this and that and all of this. Like, it
So
would
like,
be dope
put an end
if
to it. We can be
PDC
like,
slides over there. Yeah.
we can put an end to it and be like, hey, we can get everything on this one platform. It's already boxing. Well, put it this way. No. It's not only boxing. It's sport because they also do soccer and all these other sports as well. They do sports.
Yeah.
They're specialized in sports content. Because if you go on the app is all sports, all
Yes,
sports.
exactly. This is what I'm talking about.
I had to correct myself because I'm just remembering like it's not only boxing, everybody. It's other sports there as well. So why not just put everything in there as well? They're not just covering
Exactly.
boxing. They're covering the sport, and that's what matters most. And I feel like if you got that in your hand, you already have a good production because they're covering sports. You
Yeah,
don't
you
have
know
to.
what you paying for. You don't have to search all over the damn Amazon Prime to
Mhm.
find boxing
And it's
because that's what's gonna fucking happen.
yep, yep,
It's gonna
yep.
be buried in the bottom of the damn fucking search bar. They're not gonna. If a big fight pop up, yeah, they'll have that propped up in on the head banners or whatever and
But
promote
we're
it
talking
here
about
and there.
watch it and shit like that.
Yeah, but what about when, like, these mid-level demons and all that stuff fight? They're not gonna promote that stuff. I just got a funny feeling about it. I don't like it. I feel like the zone is the best way to go. 'Cause like I said, why would we not just want to all of just a one-stop shop for all of our boxing needs? Like, we get everything. And then not only do we get that, we even know, like, we know who we pay on our pay-per-views all the time. Like, it's all going to the same people. Like, I just like that. I just like that concept better. That's just me though, dog.
You put it this way: when you're buying your fight, you know where you're buying your fights at. You just open up the zone app, you pay for your fucking fight, and it's there. Over here
Yep.
on Amazon, you're gonna have to try to search for the fight. Not only search for the fight, once you buy the fight, figure out how to watch the fight. Figure out if you can watch the fight on your TV. How is it gonna work if you wanted to watch it on your laptop? You know, there's just gonna be so much other complications. Because I remember these same complication when the zone first launched, where they
Yeah, especially when they was doing pay-per-views.
especially when they was doing pay-per-views because you was able to buy it on your phone, but if you bought it on your phone you wasn't able to watch it on your fucking TV.
Man, Amazon, like I don't know, man. I don't. I hope it doesn't go that route. I mean, either maybe PBC do their own thing. I don't know, and they could do that. I think. Like I feel like they could. Maybe Fox might say, "Hell, man, we're gonna do it." Maybe Fox might be like, "We'll just take PBC. Like we got it." Who knows? But I think the zone would be the best bet. I think the zone will pop off. If it's not doing good in regards to making money, PBC would get that spark going, and then that thing would turn
I
into
don't think
something better because
I don't think Fox would do it because TNT failed and all that shit. I don't think Fox would
they
do
can
it.
afford it. I just don't wonder. I just wonder if they can afford it. That's it.
I don't think they will try to put the money into it as well because it
Yep.
might. I don't think they're gonna put the money into it as well. And if they do put money
Yep.
into it, they're gonna put be enough for the sport, and the eventually that's gonna crash the same way how Showtime crashed and HBO crashed and TNT crashed. Just gonna be the same thing. Right now we're in an evolution world that we need to do everything on app, and I feel like you're right with being everything being on the zone because the zone is just a sporting app alone. You know what you're
Yeah,
getting.
man. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what you're getting. You know when you go onto the zone, there ain't gonna be nothing in the way blocking you of finding what you're looking for. Okay? Like it's just different, dog. I'm sorry, man. And I know this is where we're going in the direction of how we watch TVs with streaming and everything like that. But why put it in the hands of somebody that really don't know what they're doing? And I just really wonder how much money these companies really willing to throw at it. Because I already know Jeff Bezos, like I said, he a middleman. He's trying to make money off of you, and he ain't trying to go in his pocket to make money. He's a middleman.
Hmm.
You feel what I'm trying to say? He gets shit from other people, and all he do is say, "Hey, look, man, I'm gonna just keep it in my warehouses and keep it easily accessible. Your shit to other people. All he doing is paying for the space. He don't buy none of that shit that we buy from Amazon. He don't buy that, but he still get a percentage of the sale just because of the fact that his shit in his shit. So what the fuck? He's trying to make a dollar out of 2 cents every time. Like he's not. He's trying to make a whole bunch of money and not spend no money. So I just feel like that's why he do all that third party bullshit. So I wonder, I question.
He really
I
don't want
don't
to be
like it on Amazon, Kim.
he don't want to be fully involved with anything.
Exactly. I don't like it on Amazon, Kim. I don't.
And we're gonna
I
see.
fought
Look,
with boxing too much for that.
we're gonna see. Everyone's talking about the Amazon. It's gonna go to Amazon. We see. It might be the talk of it right now, but it's not 100% official yet.
No, it's not.
So a
No,
lot of people talking about it and this and that. And that. All we know is maybe the zone and PBC maybe
and the
say, you know what,
zone
do this. We're gonna do this shit together. We don't
and the
know,
zone is and they say the zone is a possibility. So
and the zone is a possibility.
yeah, it's not like they like, oh no, fuck that. No, it's a possibility. They might go over there. They might go over there. I'm hoping they go over there.
And now you have the thing is, you go over there now. You have all these also British fighters that now you can say, we can make these fights happen. These good fighters over there, these good fighters over here, we can make it happen.
Eddie Hearn don't just got uh British fighters. He got fighters from over here too. He got fighters from all over the world.
I know, but all I'm saying is, you know, I mean, just put in an aspect as well. He have fighters, and it would be just easier to make these fights more.
Heck yeah. Like if they under the same umbrella, it's just easier. Yeah, it's easier. Um, and like I said, they need to just be over and then just start making these fights anyway. Stop tripping. And then if you really want the zone to pop, that's the way it would pop, in my opinion. you would have it pop like that. You got the PBC fighters, you got all the other promotions over there, mix and match, make big fights happen, make it worth paying the big money for the subscription. Make it worth it. Boxing, you already be robbing us. You rob us all day. Like boxing fans get robbed probably more than any other sport. Like they name their price what they want to charge us for tickets for fights.
And
So it's
that's it.
like, so hey,
Yeah, it's not like other
um,
sports. It's not
but
like
if
other.
you giving us what we want though, that's the thing about us though. The difference is if you giving us what we want, it's priceless to us. It's priceless. It's different.
Yeah, and that's the thing when it comes down to like these other sports, soccer, football, whatever. You know, you're gonna people's gonna watch it regardless because you're not paying for it. You're not paying for it. You can watch it regardless. So it's like now you have to put into aspect like, yo, we are the buyers, and we want to see what we would like to watch on a decent platform and very easy accessible.
Yeah, easily
It's
accessible. Yeah, yeah.
like
Facts.
if
Facts. And I
we
just
like
don't believe it will be like that on Amazon. I think it will just get blended in with a bunch of the other junk that I see on there on a regular basis. It gets blended in when I go on there surfing. There's a lot of shit that just blended in, and I walk by and I look, and I'm like, oh, I didn't see that there before, but it's been there the whole fucking time. But it just get blended in.
Mhm. Like let's say we watch the fight today and we want to watch it 3 days and 3 days later. It's gonna be hard, probably gonna be hard as shit to try to find that fucking fight for us.
Well, no, I mean they'll try to do a little something, something with it. They'll try to do like they'll try to do a little something, something. Like they'll promote it a little bit. I just feel like if you think Amazon is going to be the like solution, it's not.
It's not the solution.
They all need to get together and stop playing. Because it'll be the same thing we got. Yeah, we might get good stuff here and there, but if it's going to be just Showtime boxing sliding over across the street, then it ain't going to be and then building their own playground again. It's just the same thing. You're going to be getting all these mediocre matchups with big names fighting cab drivers, and it's just what that's just going to be the status quo going forward. They're going to make fights bubble and bubble and bubble and bubble and bubble and bubble until they can't help but make these fights happen.
I think the zone have a very good probability of being able to pull this off and trying to get this over Amazon because they were already well established. You don't have to sell people dreams. Because that's what you're doing right now. You're selling people dreams of what ifs and what could be, not what is. Because we know what is the zone. We know what the zone is. We don't know what Amazon is gonna give us. We know what Amazon is. Amazon's where you buy shit at. Amazon is where you can watch some, streaming movies or shit like that. I don't watch anything on Amazon. My opinion, I don't want to. I don't. It doesn't drag my attention to download an Amazon app to watch anything on it. But if I wanted to watch any type of sport, I would download the Zone app and I can watch some sports on there. Rugby, football, not football, rugby, soccer. They have other shit on there, well established. I just don't feel comfortable with Amazon taking over this responsibility and doing a good job with it because we're going to be the ones suffering in the end because we're the ones who are going to say, hey, we're the ones who are going to pay for these bullshit ass fights, which we shouldn't be paying for these bullshit ass fights because it's it's horrible matchmaking. First of all, horrible
And Amazon
commentary.
Prime is just going to keep getting more and more expensive.
and then there you go, and you're gonna have to pay fights that's probably gonna be more than what Showtime's probably offering to pay fights for. Not only maybe
It
more,
will be. It'll
not
be
only
more.
more,
Yep.
not only more, it's probably be even more for like the pay per view ones as well. You're probably gonna end up paying for a subscription. The subscription is probably gonna be a little bit more than what Amazon Prime subscription is. So I mean, in my opinion, I feel like maybe the Zone should honestly try to, maybe take a better look at this and say, hey, maybe we can do this better and we can make the better fights happen. They need to make something more public and, try to be more firm with what's about to happen because right now it's all dreams that everyone's hearing. And everyone's,
Yeah, man.
I
I
don't know.
feel like hey, you get it. You get it on the zone. If you're not gonna get it on the zone, then you go to to them and say, hey, you know, let's do our own thing.
But look, with what you
Okay,
said,
it says, what's this say? I believe Amazon can bring in a lot of fresh eyes and existing fans to its service. They have done a good job with NFL and won. Okay, those are companies that have fans that are rabid. When it comes to one, they were happy as heck. Like it's just what they've been fiending for that, man. Like, so like that was gonna sell itself. They've got good loyal fans. Same thing with the NFL. Like it almost sells itself. And then um,
it does sell
I
itself because
question, I question, I question how much they bring fresh eyes to one. Like I question that. Like, I don't know for certain, but they could be doing good, but I think it's just because of the fact that the loyal people are on that. But I don't think
look,
that's what I'm saying.
look, what I have to say with that is I like and the NFL it sells itself. It's you're not paying for it. It's like it's there. It's there. Everyone comes with it already. It already sells itself. You already have these teams going. Everything's already established. Boxing is so much
Yeah,
more complex. Like it goes.
yeah,
As I said before, it goes into other individual people's lives. You know, like it's really sensitive. It's really sensitive when it comes to boxing, man. It's like
yeah. And if we're not
now
gonna, and
you're
if
one
we're not
hundred
gonna
percent.
pitch boxing, if we're not gonna pitch boxing like leagues, like one or the NFL, we're not gonna pitch boxing on that level, which we don't. We pitch it as like on a card to card, fight to fight sport, you know, and weight class to weight class. We don't look at it as like the PBC boxing league or the top ranked boxing league. We don't look at it like that. We don't
Don't
look
look
as
at it as
boxing
gonna be
in that
Amazon
way.
Amazon fighters versus PVC fighters. No, we're not looking at
We
it.
don't. That's not how it's projected out. That's not. So it is more complicated to get a different type of draw from other viewers and people out there that's on the service when you have that. Like you got to be able to. You got to have. Like you got to have. They just don't. I don't know, man. I just question it, man. It's just really. It's real sketchy to me, man. I just wonder how well they'll do it. Like, will they do it?
I know they
Yeah,
will do it. Yeah, they will do it. Of
they'll
course, they will.
do
They will
it.
do anything to try to make
But
it.
will they put it out there with the budget and the power that they push and that they push the NFL? Okay, can boxing ever achieve any sense of unity in its promotion and coverage with so many governing bodies? Um, that's what we were just talking about. Like, if all this money that everybody wants to make, man, if you really want to make it, why don't y'all all come together? Uh, I mean,
See,
yeah, there's a whole bunch of entities and everything like that, but you come
basically,
together.
that's how I see right now. Like right now, you basically how is it is right at this moment. You have Showtime, you have ESPN, you have the Zone. You know, you have these all these other streaming um these streaming contents where you can get your fights from, right? Now you're basically saying, okay, Showtime's going away. We're gonna add another one. Basically, you're gonna get the same shit that we were getting from Showtime already, but worse. We're just not gonna get the fights that we want now, in my opinion. And if you go to the zone what already is established, you might just get those fights. You know what makes sense now. Now you know it's basically be like you can have these in-house fights. You can have these other fights with PVC and everything that's more likely to happen now. You don't have to be working around so many other people. You're more one step closer to getting these fights happening.
Yeah, but the one problem
At the
is it's always
own-
gonna be money, man. It's
and
always
yeah,
money. Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying.
Money.
It's money, but at least we know where we're spending our money and where our money is going to. You know what I'm saying? Like our money is going to the zone. We're paying
Oh,
the zone.
from a boxing consumer's perspective, yeah, you
That's
would
what I'm saying.
definitely rather have it on the zone. If anybody would say they'd rather have boxing on their Amazon Prime, that's fucking goofy to me. That's goofy. Like, why would
Yeah,
you rather have it there? You
it's,
know?
it's not established. We don't know anything about it. It's dreams. They're selling us dreams. That's what I'm saying. It's dreams they're selling us right now.
Like I said, I'm not saying they can't do it. I just question how much they gonna put the effort in to make it as
Good.
clean as Showtime and HBO was able to do all the years, man. I remember it was funny. Showtime was almost out the door back in the day. They was doing kind of bad. HBO was killing it, and I remember like I think they had signed Mike Tyson after he got out of prison, and I think they were showing all of his fights exclusively like after he got out of prison, if I'm not mistaken. I remember he did a lot of his fights after he got out, and it was up and down. You never knew what kind of Mike Tyson you was gonna get, but
But Mike Tyson
yeah,
always
like, but even though Mike was weird at that time, he still
sells himself.
he put Showtime boxing low key like back on. You know what I'm saying? Uh, HBO and Showtime used to always be clean to me. I used to always think HBO did it better, but Showtime was just as effective at what they was doing too. I always
It's,
thought HBO did it better, but Showtime
it's,
was just as effective.
put it this way. I'm not gonna say it was like the Fruity Pebbles to the Dino Bites, but I'm gonna put it this way. It's more like a copycat. It's more like a copycat. It's like it's a very good image. It's a very good counterfeit bill. Can get right past here and there. It's real close to it, but it's just not it. So I'm not gonna compare it to the Dino Bites with the Fruity Pebble, but it's just a little bit more closer than people think. It's like a double ganger. It's like having a
It's not.
twin. It's like having a
Uh,
twin that's small and you don't. You know? But
yeah, yeah, they were good. Showtime was good, man. That's why I'm like kind of messed up about it because not only did they have the best fighters on there, the coverage was cool. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? It actually just got gotten better through the years. Showtime, to be honest. Yeah, man.
It-
HBO's coverage was listen. I'm sorry. I still think Jim Lampley is the best. Like he's the best. He's the best. He's the best. Like I think he's the GOAT. Jim Lampley's the GOAT. And it sucks that he is not working for one of these networks right now. Because I think he just loved boxing so much that he don't like the way it's going. Because like
Man, I
when
want
HBO used to get all the big fights. Like when big fights was happening, HBO used to get all of them. You know what I mean? Because that's how it was at that time. And they knew how to cover them fights, man. They had good production quality and everything. Like
when you
all the
when
stuff
you
that they used to do.
when you heard about an HBO fight, you knew the card was going to be stacked top to bottom, but technically main events stacked on
No,
top of each.
no, that was the only time they came on TV. This one, you got to go
Yeah, it's
back.
main
This
events.
is the only no. This is the only time they came on TV. They didn't start putting the lower level demons on TV until they started the Boxing After Dark series. Before
Yeah.
that, you didn't see the lower level demons ever.
No, it was
You
only
never saw them. You had,
good
it would be a
fights.
co-main and a main most of the time on HBO. There would either be a co-main, it would be a co-main and a main, or just a main.
And the
That's
co-main
all
would
you
be
came to
just
see.
as big as the
Like they
main.
would, if you were at the arena, you saw the undercard, right? But
They
we
didn't
would only
show.
see we would only see the co-main and the main. We would only see what mattered. You know what I'm saying? On HBO. Like if you went to the actual fight, you say, "Yeah, I saw like 6 fights," but we only saw like one or two.
No, you only
Um,
see two. It'd be the
yeah, that's what I'm
co-main.
saying. Yeah, one or two, like, exactly. Or we would even see the fights that like they were the fighters that he wanted us to see the most. They would fucking skip a fight. You wouldn't see it. They'll be talking about something else. You'll see the people fighting in the background and everything. They don't even care. They talk about a whole nother subject. That's not what we're here for. We're here for this guy. When he's come out and fight, then we'll show y'all him. But
Yeah,
I think HBO's coverage was clean back in the day, man. It was better, and the
man.
fights was all the fights were beautiful, were just better matchmaking. The matchmaking was better back then and everything.
Better matchmaking, better production, and good commentary.
Yeah, yeah, man. Um,
And
that's
when
hard to get. That's hard to get, and I don't think anybody's been able to replicate what HBO had. Like if you just listen and look, watch it, even though it's older, it's still better than the shit that these motherfuckers are doing right now, man. Um, but Showtime did a good job of emulating that, and I don't think any other network has been able to replicate what Showtime and HBO have done in regards to how boxing is supposed to look and how it's supposed to be talked about. You know, I don't think any of these other networks have done it right.
I have money and we do it right, and shit, damn, shit's
Yeah,
crazy.
man. Like that's just how I feel. Like I mean, hey, I understand how things are in the world, like with streaming. But if you already got a company that's streaming and they know sports, go with them. Like that's
I
just
know,
how I feel. I would pay money to I would pay my money to be able to get it all from one spot, from all the camps or most of them. I know Bob Arum's still with ESPN, but to have all of like almost all of the boxing camps under one app, that's better than me. I don't like all this app jumping shit.
and yeah, and everyone else shouldn't like it either. Okay, now you put it this way. Now you're paying two, three different people when you instead of comparing to paying one or two.
Yeah, man.
It
Yep.
just makes sense. It just makes more sense in the long run.
Yep. For real,
But
man.
with that being said, you know, we got some upcoming fights coming up. Haney, Prograde. I'm leaning with Prograde, boy. I'm leaning with Prograde, boy. I know you leaning with Haney.
Absolutely.
Haney. Haney.
Devin Haney.
Haney. Private
He gonna
school
smoke.
boy.
He gonna
Private
shut my
school
man out in an ugly ass fight. What?
school boy. Private school boy.
He gonna win an ugly fight.
Man, your boy getting
Be
knocked out.
nasty.
Your boy getting knocked out.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh. Talk
Boy
about it.
knocked out, boy.
No, I don't know. I don't know, dog. I don't
Mm,
know.
yeah.
Haney got something to prove.
I hope Henny can take a hit. I
He
hope he
got
could take
something to
a hit.
prove.
What he got to prove? He finally fighting somebody. He finally
He
fighting
just
somebody.
fought Loma. He just fought Loma. That ain't good enough for you.
Thank you for watching, man. Give us a
Oh
like,
man, thank you for watching. Appreciate it.
man.
Man,
But I got Prograde, man. I got Prograde, and we're gonna come back, and I'm gonna be like, I told you, I told you.
hey man, the internet is always here, man. The internet saves the file.
Yeah, you remember 1 minute 33, 1 hour 33 minutes.
All right, man. Yeah, I
Eddie
still
said
got Haney. I got
Eddie
Haney.
Haney get
Haney.
knocked out.
No, no, I ain't saying.
So yeah, man. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be an interesting fight. Um, let me talk. Let me talk. Realistic, real quick. It should be a real good fight, realistically, and everything. A good matchmaking fight, very good. Um, it depends what kind of progress shows up. To be honest, because you know how Haney performed. Haney performs well, real good. Haney got real good skills. He's a good boxer. Um, I think Haney might look a little bit bigger than Prograde coming into the fight, in my opinion. Um, he might try to muscle him around, but at the same time, I don't think Devin Haney has been in a fight with someone as strong as Prograde. My problem with Prograde, I just hope that he's able to try to pull the trigger. I just hope he doesn't don't just keep his hand there and just fight defensively and not
That's why I think he's
engage.
gonna lose. That's why I think he's gonna lose. That's why I
But
got him losing. I
I
got
know
him
it's just
losing because I don't think I
I
think
know
Devin
that's what.
Haney's activity gonna be too much for him.
Listen, I know, and I have that same perspective as well. That's why I said let me keep it real as well. But it could be a very interesting fight. It just depends on what kind of program comes out, and the program comes out to fight. It's gonna be a long night for Devin Haney, and hopefully Haney can try to not get clipped with one of his shots because, in my opinion, I think Haney actually is getting his match now because I think Haney hasn't fought anyone as strong as what's his name? My bad. What the
Cool
fuck his name
Grace.
is? Progress. Yeah, I had a brain fart. Shit.
Yeah.
I need more gas. That's why I'm
I
I'm
think
I'm
Progress. I think Progress is a good fighter, man. But
silver as shit. Hold on.
I think he's a
Let me.
step below. I just think he's a step below Haney. Like I don't think he's there. Like I think Haney gonna make him look kind of normal, actually. And it's
I know.
gonna be
I mean,
ugly, but
put it
it's
this
gonna
way.
be ugly how he do it. But I think he gonna make you.
I feel very more confident with Haney. Yeah, because I feel like Haney already coming into this fight knowing I'm going to win. Compared to Pro Great, I don't really know if he knows he's going to come into this fight to win. He might be able to talk and say what he wants, but to honestly believe it, it's different coming into a fight. I honestly think Devin Haney believes he can beat Pro Great. There's a big difference when you come into a fight, coming in there and with having a mindset thinking I'm not going to win a fight. You're definitely not going to win a fight. So I wonder, you know, if he's having if he has this mindset, he already lost a fight before the fight even happened.
Well, yeah, man. That goes without saying. But I just believe that. I don't know, man. I just don't think I like Progress for real. I just don't. I just think he's a class under Devin Haney, and I think Devin Haney, being the weight bully he is, he need to move his ass on up and fight bigger fighters. So I'm all for this. He need to be there where he's at. I think the heavier he gets, maybe the better he gets. He's still young too, so it's like the the sky's the limit for the guy, man. The
So now
talent is definitely there.
he never. But now look, do you think if he gets hit by Prograde, is he going to function right, or is he going to be on his back foot?
I have I haven't seen anything to give me any notion yet. I mean, yeah, I mean, Linares rang his bell. He rang his bell. But who else really has rang his bell like that?
Loma,
Loma didn't ring his bell.
man, get the fuck out of
He
here,
caught him with
man.
some good shots. Like he hit
And
him with some good
and,
shots.
and
But
he felt
but
it
he
with
never
glass ass
he
motherfucking chin.
he never ever looked like he was hurt or in trouble in that fight. He
He
got
felt it. He was somewhat hurt, man. Let's keep it real. He was somewhat hurt. He felt it,
he,
and that's what he really wanted. Kept on being engaging with this motherfucker.
he didn't look like he was in much like that to me. Like
Not like that. He's a good motherfucking actor. Then he's a good actor, but he's a good actor. We all know he was hurt. He's just a good
I,
motherfucking actor. Let's give him
it's
that.
the difference between being you're just like right now you sound like you make it hurt sound like I was on my way to taking a nap. Hurt. Yeah, he might have buzzed him a couple times, but it never impeded Haney's work. Like Loma didn't hit Haney, and Haney just like, oh, let me get on my bike. I got to go. That never happened. He never like was like, yo, I gotta get away from this man because he's fucking me up. That never happened. He ate everything Loma was giving him and was trying to give it right back. I haven't seen anything really to make me think that a motherfucker just gonna hit him and he's just gonna be out of the game.
I think he's gonna be. Wow, I think he's gonna be mopping the floor with the canvas, and I'm gonna be like, "Ooh." I already see it. I see it happening, I see it happening, and a lot of people's gonna be shocked when it does happen.
Hey man, hey, if that's how you feel. That's how you feel. That's I'm just
And
giving we just giving our opinions on it.
yeah, yeah, I'm saying, but I really don't feel this way. Like even the Brian Mendoza fight with Tim Tszyu, I don't. I was talking about shit. It's like, yeah, I think Brian Mendoza is gonna win. Such and such. But I'm not saying what I'm saying. Like with this fight here, like I don't know. I have a weird feeling with this fight. I have a weird feeling, and I never had a weird feeling with a fight before. This fight
Man,
was.
you always pick the dude that everybody is not picking. You always do that. It's just what you do. You like that shit.
Listen,
I'm not picking Pro Grace because everybody know more people know who Haney is. I'm picking Haney because I just think he's more skilled. Plus, like you said, he's gonna be the bigger fighter. He really is gonna be the bigger fighter,
it's gonna be the
and
big.
he's just gonna. I just think he's gonna. I think he's gonna beat. I think he's gonna beat Pro Grace pretty easily. I'm picking a decision. 8-4 type of card looking like. You know what I'm saying?
I'm predicting a late round stoppage, like real late, like 10, 11.
I I, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think people go off on Devin Haney because he ain't knocked nobody out in a while.
I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck about him knocking nobody out. Doesn't really, you don't have to win fights by knocking motherfuckers out. That's You can win fights by points alone. Fuck knocking a motherfucker out. I mean, yeah, it would be good to see a knockout. It would be good. Hell yeah. But this what comes down to boxing, man. Boxing's more than just getting a knockout too.
Oh, I feel you. That's why I think Devin Haney has shown some skill,
Yeah, and
more
that's what I
skill
said.
to me than Prograis has.
And, you,
And,
and
and you
I'm not,
know,
I'm not knocking that out at all. That's a more realistic thing to do. But
that's all I can go off. I can't. I mean, the one thing you can say is that Prograis is used to fighting at 140. This is Haney's first time. But it's different with this guy because he's a weight bully. This might not be to the advantage of everybody at 140, is what I'm saying. It might not be to the advantage of them. It might be, he might be saying, "Oh my God, like Ryan Garcia when like he fought at 140 the first time. He said, "Man, I feel so good. I'm not going. I'm not even going to even try to go back to 135. Like I don't care. Like I feel so good right here that I feel like I can cook here." So we don't know if that's what is going to happen with Devin Haney. Devin Haney might get to 140, step on that, and
Listen,
feel good at that weight.
listen. I'm not knocking you, but what I'm saying, he might be able to feel good, but is he going to be able to take a good hit from someone on that weight class? Because
Why is this man's chin questionable? Like I just answer that question for me.
what?
What has made this man's chin questionable like that? Like that Prograis is the guy that's going to floor him.
He's gonna floor his ass. He's gonna floor his ass. It's gonna be one shot. What's gonna hurt
Who
him?
is Prograis did that to though? Like
No, no. I'm not saying he's gonna knock him out. I'm saying he's gonna one shot's gonna hurt his ass real good, and he's gonna be on his back pedal. And Progate, hopefully, if Progate sees that, I hope he will run up on that and try to make the referee stop it.
no doubt,
Because,
Perry.
huh?
I said no doubt. I don't know, man.
Hmm.
I'm just you know how I am. Like I'm straight up and down about it. I'm just looking at like I've been wrong about boxing fights, but
We all
when I
been
look
wrong.
at
Everyone, that's why I love the sport about boxing. Cause no, it's not scripted, man. You don't know what's gonna.
but I go I like skill. And when I see skill, I see Devin Haney got as much skill as anybody in the world right now. So
Yes, but what can do
I
with
don't like
skill?
how I don't like how he fought Lomachenko. I don't. I
And
really
what
don't. I
you
didn't
do?
like how he fought him.
What can you do if you have skills, but you're when you get hit with a punch, you don't know what to do when you get hit with a
Yeah,
good shoot
that's
punch.
that go for anybody. But if like I said, if he that's the one thing I'm really banking on is the fact that any problems that people had with him at 135, they're not going to be at 140 because he's a weight bully. So I really think that he's going to come in there bigger and
Strong.
he's going to be stronger than he's been in his
I'm not
previous
knocking it.
fights.
We'll see. I'm not
I
knocking it.
think
We'll
he's going
see. A good fight.
I think he's going to put in some work.
Yeah,
And
I think it's
I fought with Regis, but I just think this ain't it. It's a bad matchup.
we'll see. We'll see. Eddie Hearn was the one who matched it up too. He was like, "Yo, this is the fight. What's happening?"
Hey, it's all good. Like I say, I just think that it's a bad matchup. I, I like that man Haney. Yeah,
We'll see. I mean, we'll be crazy. We'll be crazy.
yeah, we'll see, man.
Yeah, but shit. I guess I guess we end the live stream. Shit, it was about almost 2 hours.
Yeah, that's where we at with it. You know how we do.
Yeah, man. I feel like it was a real good stream, man. We did good. We touched a lot of
Yeah.
topics. We have good segments. Yeah. With that being said, I mean, guys, hey, we're gonna continue making more content and everything like that. We have some fights coming up this weekend and stuff like that. We might touch on the Francis Ngannou fight with Tyson Fury. That fight's gonna happen. With that being said, I want to make something real clear here. With Tyson Fury, next fight with Usyk, that fight they're saying that fight's supposed to happen in what when they said what was it, February they said, right?
I thought it was December.
December, yeah, that's my bad. That fight was supposed to be happening in December. That date is supposed to happen in December, but it's not confirmed and signed until as soon as after the fight finish and determine on how Tyson Fury looks and how he is. If he didn't take too much hits, punishment, whatever the case is, then we will find out if the fight's going to be in December or is it going to push it back a little bit.
Oh, that's actual fact. That's
That's actual facts. Yes,
oh shit. Well, damn, damn.
facts. So that's I just wanted to put that out there.
Okay.
Okay, I just forgot. I wanted to mention that as well. Yeah, the date is in. They want to put it for December, but it's not 100% confirmed until after the fight ends. Then they are going to be like, all right, Tyson Fury looks good. All right, the fight is in happen in December. Or, all right, he doesn't look good. You know, he got some big hits. The fight's gonna happen. We're gonna push it back a little bit. Cause they already have a second date, but they didn't say the second date
Oh boy,
because
why is it always funny
they're
looking
pushing
guys?
for the first date because they hopefully, you know, this is supposed to be an easy fight for Tyson. You know, in my opinion, I don't think Francis Ngannou has a chance. Even with Mike Tyson in his corner, I think he has less of a chance with Mike Tyson. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be fucked up. I just say I think he had less of a chance with Mike Tyson. You just can't teach someone Mike Tyson. Like man, I mean, shit. I'm sorry. Like realistically, Tyson Fury is gonna probably mop the floor with him in the first round. Hopefully not to make the show look good, but knowing
No,
Fury,
man, that
his
ain't gonna
ass.
happen.
No, because Fury's gonna play with his ass for a couple of rounds, then knock his ass out. You know Fury. That's his style.
Yeah, man, and Gano from Deontay Wilder his ass. Ah,
Now you sounding like me.
he's gonna hit him with the bolos. He
Listen,
better, he better beat.
I wouldn't be mad if I wouldn't be mad if Francis Ngannou knock him out, but I wouldn't want that to happen because now that fucks up the real fight with Usyk and him.
Then we get Usyk and Ngannou, Nick. We get Usyk and Ngannou, Nick.
And then
Let's cook, Nick.
he gonna knock the fuck out of
Then he knock Usyk the fuck out. Yeah. Then we got a new king, baby.
another fucking wild card in the range. Usyk was the wild card, remember? Usyk was the
Man,
motherfucker. He
Usyk
just
was never the wild card. I knew Usyk was gonna go there if he's in cook.
remember. I remember when you was talking about yo Usyk gonna be a problem. I don't know Usyk heavyweight division. Boop 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 bop boop boop boop. I'm like, oh, damn.
I've been doing like that,
Yeah,
bro.
nobody thought
Like
he
what
was gonna
you
beat Anthony Joshua, boy.
gonna do with the big version of Lomachenko? You
Shit,
gonna do with the big version of Loma? Get out of here.
damn.
All right, yo.
But
It's
yeah,
been
but
a
look,
pleasure as always, family.
yeah, like I said, you know, we're gonna be touching base sometime this week. Everyone who's watching, thank you for watching. It's your boy Eddie Unsteady.
Shit,
Tune
man.
in. You already know. We out of here.
CBC.
CBC.